And welcome to our third installment of Creativity Thursdays. So today I have a challenge for you that's going to involve some recyclable materials. So you will want to gather anything you have around your house that you would normally throw away. So for instance, I have a toilet paper tube. I'm sure we have plenty of those. Some paper that was going to go in the trash, a piece of cardboard, an empty snack box, and then you're going to need some scissors and some glue or tape. Our artist influence today is coming from Cristina Pereño. She is an artist and architect. An architect is someone who designs buildings, and she's also an educator at MIT. So what we're looking at here is one of her installations. An installation is where you fill a room or part of a room with a big sculpture. So this is called Paper Chandeliers, and as you look at it, I want you to think about what she might have used to create it and how she might have attached all of those small pieces to fill a room. So think about those questions as you look at these pictures. And I'm going to scroll so you can see a couple of different views of the whole room. Someone decided to take over my art supplies while I was working on that other video. So thank you, Burrito. When you're planning out your sculpture, you can decide if you want it to be abstract, which means that it doesn't really look like anything realistic, kind of like Cristina Pereño's sculpture, or you can make something that's realistic, that looks like something that we can name, like an animal or a plant or a food. I'm going to show you a couple of quick ways to attach 3D pieces to each other. So the first method I'm going to show you is called a flange. So if you have something that's like a toilet paper tube or something circular, all I'm doing is just cutting little notches into the cardboard, a couple of centimeters away from each other. And then when you have this, you can fold those little tabs out this way. And now the cardboard tube is much more sturdy if we try to glue it. It would be really hard to glue it if we tried to do it like this. So that's one attachment you can try. You can also do an L brace, which I'm going to show you next. Just cut a little piece off of this box. So let's say I have this kind of long tab and I'm going to cut these edges off. An L brace is really easy, okay? So let's say this is going to be my piece that I want to stand up. I'm going to cut a little piece off to make that easier. An L brace is shaped like an L, so I'm just going to fold it so that it has a little tab. And then I can glue this tab or tape it, whatever you have, to the back of this piece. Could also just fold a tab out if it's a long piece like this. Put a little glue down, glue my tab on, and glue the bottom. Whenever we glue anything in art class, remember you have to hold on to it for a count of 10 at least. But once this is dry, this will be nice and sturdy. Might take a little bit longer than 10, depending on how tall it is. So now I want to wrap the top of my toilet paper tube in some of this paper, and I'm going to use my scissors to give the paper a little bit of a texture. So all I'm going to do is just cut some straight lines up and down. But I'm not cutting all the way to the end of the paper. And then I could use my glue or tape again to attach this. And then I could fold the little pieces down just to give it a little bit of texture. So these are just a few ideas to get you started on your recycled project. So I'm going to show you one more attachment. This is called a slot attachment. So I'm just going to cut almost to the edge of this piece of cardboard, and I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Almost to the edge, but not all the way there. And then I can fit my two cuts together, and now this is stuck together. So this can be another fun way to add to your sculpture. Now keep in mind, you don't have to use the same methods and materials that I just showed you. These are just ideas to kind of get you jump started. If you decide to take my creativity challenge, make sure you send a picture of what you create to my email, and I will share it on the Cool Spring Instagram. Have a great week.